My name is Sky Grace Bennett, and I'm the director of the film, and I was the co-writer with Jenna, so we developed this over about 4-year time period.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm Jenna Sorali, and I was an actor, writer, and producer on the film.
So it sounds like it has been a really, really long time in the making. So how do you think that's affected the sort of process?
So part of it was Jenna and I had not previously known each other, and I had met her on another short film that she had starred in and co-written. And I fell in love with just the way that she had done that process, so that when I saw the film, I just had to introduce myself to her, and we just connected through those conversations, and we had some mutual understanding about the strains that can happen between sort of an only daughter and their father, and how that sort of affects how we move through the world. So when Jenna and I started to discover that, she had a script in development, and I was like, I want to talk about that all the time. And then you should talk a little more about what happened.
It was created in 2018 and made in 2019, pre-pandemic, so it was kind of a different time. And also, the Trump era was kind of in the States, where we're from, obviously, in case you couldn't tell, from these lovely accents. It was gathering steam, and what happened after we made the film was actually, for me, like a severing of father-daughter. So this kind of exploration was only exacerbated by the Trump era and this fissure that we felt in the States, politically, ideology. Or how do you say that word?
Ideologically, yeah.
So we survived that, and then we got to the other side of it. So now in 2022, my personal relationship, father-daughter, has been mended, but the film really was prophetic in that we explored this severing. It actually happened in 2020. And then we kind of made it to the other side as father and daughter. So.
And Manchester is actually our premiere festival, so nobody's seen it. And
Okay.
It's the first time it's screening. And part of the reason for that, because we actually did finish it in 2020, but we wanted to wait so that we could get an audience response. So we actually held off on a lot of the submissions until just this last year in 2021. So that's part of the delay, is we just really wanted to be able to engage kind of traditionally with an audience at a festival, and we're so grateful to be here at Manchester. We were really blown away that somebody saw the project, because it's very slow, it's very quiet, and it's just trying to say something very specific, so you're gonna get it very much, or else you're gonna say it's a beautiful film and sort of not think about it again. Maybe. So
the acting is very nonverbal through emotional beats, and we're so honored that England got that.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, I guess you touched on this. You kind of answered it for me. But how does it feel to be in Manchester?
Oh, very calm. I mean, I'm so influenced by British filmmaking. It's a lot of the television and films that I watch, that I spend time with, that I have since I was a child. And so to come here, and we were discussing that this afternoon actually, just to see how much Manchester has informed. It's just a different pace. And so to be in a city that just feels like there's some recognition and connection to the kind of storytelling that we tell, even as this city and a community, and everybody that we've engaged with has been so kind and thoughtful. And it's very different. It's very different in the States, in Los Angeles. It just feels very different to be there. So it's been so nice to be here in Manchester and to be really welcomed by the festival. All the volunteers have been so helpful, Neil, everybody, so we're just so grateful. It feels like it was very much the right and appropriate place for this film to land and premiere, and would hopefully be received well. So
Good, I'm so glad. I'm really excited to see it as well. Yeah. Is there anything that you wanted to...
Manchester is kind of, for me, like a warm London. The people are a little warmer, and I've just really enjoyed discovering the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution and the suffragette movement and the history and the food. And I had no idea about Manchester going into this, and now I've kind of fallen in love with how lovely and kind and intelligent the people are. So I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, lovely to meet you. Really looking forward to seeing the film.